welcome to order.
Cat, 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 meow, meow, meow. And hello everybody, welcome to yet another stream of Dead by Daylight. I'm Sam, and tonight I am joined by Sebastian Wright, who is a tech animator at the Dead by Daylight game. Welcome.
Hello, hello.
How are you doing tonight?
Doing good, Sam. How about you?
I'm doing alright. How are you guys doing in the chat? I don't know if you can see the chat, Sebastian.
I can
you
actually
see
have it open right here.
Alright. So guys, feel free to ask Sebastian any questions you like. Obviously he can't talk about anything that hasn't been announced. But we can't ask him why can't killers vault pallets?
They're too big. They're just too big. If they tried, it would bust.
But they can go through windows.
Well, I mean, that's
I got you.
Support beams.
I got you. I got you. Alright guys, I also opened a Survivor Friends group already if you guys want to join me. Link is... You have to add me on Steam first. Link is below this video. And just add yourself.
Alright, I'm excited. I'm excited to see who's going to join.
You know what? What's weird is like we actually have so many people that join on PS4, but when I do it on Steam, there's there's a lot fewer people that want to play. I don't know why that is. We're ready. I don't even have a med kit. I know. But they love it on PS4.
Oh well, it's still good too. I mean, PS4 is good.
I actually enjoy playing it.
Yeah.
What was that?
Oh, nothing. But you enjoy it on the PS4?
Yeah, on the PS4 Pro. It looks awesome now, and like I actually enjoy playing it on there more for some reason.
Nice. I just find that really interesting actually, because we spent a long time trying to get controllers to feel just right for playing our game, because we initially developed this whole thing for PC and particularly for Steam for just PC launch.
Yeah.
So when we started to create the port for PS4 and Xbox One after the for the 1-year celebration and all that, we spent a long time trying to make sure to see how a controller would feel. And, we had a lot of playtests to see is the default sensitivity right? Is the controller mapping feel good?
Well, I've played with a controller since day one on Steam because I come from consoles, and so I've always played the game with a controller.
There is something just viscerally enjoyable and nostalgic about holding a controller in your hand when you play a game.
That's probably why I die a lot on Steam.
Oh, here we go.
Alright, here we go.
Who's it gonna be?
I think my controller's working. Sometimes it disconnects itself. Oh, it is. I am walking all by myself. without.
Oof. I think my game audio is not going up through the Discord now. All right, so
Live
all
shows. My character's not even moving. Hang on a second. I think I know why.
Ding ding ding.
Ding ding ding. There we go. Alright, I got her going. I got Nia. Oh no, she's not. It disconnected again.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, my wire from my controller is so broken.
Come on, Sam. I said you had to carry me. Remember?
She's gonna kill me.
Who's the killer?
It's funny. It like disconnected right when the game started. Now I can move. It's back.
Like someone just gave me a key. Oh,
Someone gave you a key?
Yeah. It's very kind of no. Oh fuck shit. I fucked up a gen.
Can you not hear the game?
No, it's I think my Discord muted the game, so but it's okay. After this match, I'll adjust it.
All right. Hopefully you can fix that between the
Between the
next
matches, yeah, I
match.
don't think it's gonna be that bad.
All right.
Let's see if oh, you're watching the gen.
Right in front of the killer. Good job. Good job. Good job.
I'll block. You're good. You're good. And she's gone. Alright. Let's do a little
Oh my god. Okay. I'm just gonna work on this gen. Oh, she's coming for me. Into the corn.
Why did she come for you? I body
I don't
blocked her.
know. Well, I lost her.
Oh, okay, good. Yes.
I'm just
the,
gonna
the
heal.
ultimate weapon, corn.
What is your favorite survivor perk? If you have one. You don't play a lot of survivor, do you? You play killer mostly.
Yeah, I generally play the killer more often than anything.
What is your favorite killer?
Favorite killer perk?
Or
Ooh,
favorite
probably-
killer?
Oh, favorite killer. Oh, it used to be Michael Myers, but it's lately it's turned into like the spirit and the plague.
It's plague, huh? I love the
I
plague.
Oh, I have some stories about that.
I love the spirits, but lately it's all been hillbilly.
It's a classic.
I've gotten back into that. Once you go hillbilly,
I know a lot of people were upset when we changed that.
that flick.
Yeah.
I started playing him after that, so I never experienced that.
Okay, that's good. Honestly, in my even as a killer main, in my humble opinion, I think it was the right move. Like, because it just felt too glitchy, too broken.
Oh, okay.
At least in my humble opinion. I'm sure the chat would be an uproar about that.
Yeah, people still want that to come back, I see.
And but yeah, I think the spirit I'd probably like. Also too, so in my line, I feel like I guess I should probably explain what I do actually.
Well, let's wait till we're out of this match. Ah, she found me. Oh, I'm down. So, what is your? You said okay. You play killer most. So, what is your favorite killer perk then?
Probably because I'm just pure salt. Hex Ruin.
Oh my god!
I'm kidding.
I'm a girl. You know what I mean, and I like to walk on top of cats.
Okay, Nia's singing about cats.
I like to walk
Like,
on top of
see, the problem
cats.
is like all my choices
Got
are
a
pure
problem
salt.
with
Like,
that?
Hex Ruin, no end. But it's one that I recently. I guess I really also enjoy Nurse's Calling. Like that's a good fun one.
Nurses call it yes. That's a must-have. I like all the aura perks, like Bitter Murmur, and Tinkerer.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Okay, I know. I can say one of my favorite. Franklin's Demise.
Really? I only bring
Yeah.
that if they have a lot of flashlights.
I'm just a big Texas Chainsaw Massacre fan, and the fact that we made a perk based off the dude who was chainsawed in half.
What? It
in
is
the
flash,
cherry.
and he drops the flashlight.
Yeah, the fact that we were like, yeah, that's a good name for a perk.
That was genius. I don't think anyone really gets it though.
No, like, I mean, you have to kind of watch the original, I guess.
I know when I watched that movie and I saw Franklin he was the one in the wheelchair and he gets chainsawed and he drops the flashlight. I'm like, oh,
No,
that's
I get it.
where the name came from. Franklin's Demise.
Yep, more
But what
Franklin
sucks
just
is,
couldn't
like-
hold onto that flashlight.
What sucks is like you used to be able to make them drop their weapons with your secondary power, such
Yeah.
as his chainsaw, but then you couldn't anymore.
Well, because the issue that came up for that was, of course, is like Huntress is like axe, right? So it felt a little broken to have the Huntress still like just toss her tomahawk across the map and make you drop your stuff.
I don't think that's broken. Sounds fair to me.
Well, I mean, yeah, as killer mains, like, of course it sounds fair to us, but
Well, I'm kind of half and half, really. Maybe more killer now since the DS rework.
yeah.
She's
Really wanna
got.
get the
Does she have
shade.
NOED?
I don't know. Yeah, she does.
Crap.
Oh fuck!
Oh, she doesn't. She's got something. Oh.
Ooh, got her with the locker juke. Oh no, wait, what?
No, you didn't.
I know. What the funny thing is, I actually still went into the locker.
I saw it.
That was weird. All right, I thought I got her with that locker juke, but I guess I was mistaken. And thus the end game has begun.
I absolutely love the end game.
Oh, it's so good.
I'm here. Run! Run this way! Run this way! This way! I got your back.
Running. Running.
I'm a girl.
Nia's
Know
singing
what I
again.
mean, and I like to walk on top of cats.
She likes to walk on top of cats.
I like to walk on top of cats.
You good?
You got a problem with that?
No! Alright, I have a couple people to thank for super chats. They're making Nia sing about walking on cats, by the way. I know you can't hear it. Thank you, Unafraid Nikki. He said, a ding ding. MDS noob, toxic Nia time. Thank you guys. Thanks for making Nia sing her cat song. Jill Gott! Thank you, Jill Gott. Sam, yes. Yes, Nia, my girl. We used to have Trapper come up and sing, play his little piano song every time they did a super chat.
Oh, nice.
But now it's today, as of today, it's Nia singing her cat video.
Still pretty good.
So are you able
I'm
to...
a girl.
Oh wait, she's singing
You
again.
know what I mean, and I like to walk on top of cats. That's right, cats.
We have to wait.
I like to walk on top of cats. You got a problem with that? Meh.
Meh. Okay, so are you able to fix your audio?
I think so.
Do you want to work on that right now?
Oh, it's fine. It's
While I
fine.
look at chat? You're gonna play the game in silence?
Yeah, yeah.
I can look at the chat if you want to fix it.
It's good. Honestly, you'd be surprised how often I play the game with like music playing or something like that. Actually.
Oh, okay. Alrighty.
Like I'm very much a visual guy.
Thank you, Sakuma Trees. I'm just reading I'm reading the chat.
All right. I guess I could play a little bit more with the audio suppression and see if I can get it to come back.
Alright. I'm just checking out with everyone. everyone. I hope you enjoyed that match. So the hunters had no ed, but then did someone destroy it? Oh, we got a new member. Welcome, Nishimiyuki. Thank you for becoming a member. You should get a little animation from the plague in a second here. No one destroyed it, so... Oh, is it because you jumped in the locker? Is that why she didn't down you?
Maybe. That could have been it.
Okay. Hunter, we just started streaming 15 minutes ago. We're going to be streaming for 2 hours.
Yeah, boy.
And again, I'm joined here by Sebastian Wright. He is technical animator on the Dead by Daylight game. If you want to tell them more about that, now would be a great time.
Oh, sure. So, actually, I guess I should get like a just preface. On the project, I was originally an animator, a character one at that, and I did things like the character movements, their locomotion systems, several memento moris, like Michael Myers, the Hag, the Nurse. And eventually, though, I shifted my focus into technical animation as the project grew and got bigger, and they needed someone to specialize. And at the time, I was kind of juggling both. I was doing tech work and animation work. And now comes the question, well, what is tech animation work?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
To sum it up in like the most simple way possible, is my job is to make sure the animators can do their job. So I build a lot of like what's called character rigs, which is kind of like controls for the animators to manipulate their characters. I also do things like state machines, dynamic cloth function, joint functions, things like that. And pretty much just anything that like pertains to the technical aspects of animation in a video game.
Hang on, Nia's about to sing again. Thank you, Princess Gigi. I don't know what to say, said Princess Gigi.
A ding ding ding.
Well, she's a little late. She'll be here. I promise you. Wraith is going off like crazy. Here she is.
You know what I mean, and I like to walk on top of
Cats.
That's right, cats. I like to walk on top
So
of
I
cats.
saw a couple.
Got a problem
She's still singing.
Meh.
Thank you, Gigi, for that. I'm gonna open up the Survivor Friends group. If you want to hop in.
Right, yeah. I'll
Are you ready?
Yeah, my audio's still a little funny, but it's all good.
Okay.
It's all
Wait,
good.
it's open. I'm gonna invite you to.
So to answer some questions, I didn't catch the username, but I saw one question of somebody was asking what was the hardest killer to animate.
Oh.
And if I would say, for me, as just a pure character animator, Hag was definitely very tricky because of her strange locomotion of like her disjointed knees. But as a technical animator, I would say the hardest one was probably the Spirit, as all her floating limbs were dynamically driven in engine, so that wasn't hand key, that was procedurally generated by the engine, in which I had to build the dynamic systems for that. And also her floating hair, which was very tricky.
Yeah. Her hair's
Because
crazy.
It's super crazy, and let me tell you, Unreal's optimization is super aggressive on dynamics, and with her power being able to more or less increase her speed dramatically, while Unreal is trying to optimize because technically she's not being viewed, so there's no more draw calls being done on her, just caused so many problems at the very start. It was quite a technical challenge.
Oh man, I remember like you guys used to have to like animate everything like clothes moving in the beginning.
Oh yeah. I had to have hand key all the
I'm
nurses.
a girl.
Hang on, Nia's singing.
You know what I mean,
Nia's singing
and
again.
I like to walk on top of cats. That's right, cats. I like to walk on top of cats. You got a problem with that?
Rare.
Meh.
Thank you, Express Gaming. Love your Dead by Daylight videos. Thank you, Express. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Oh, wait. We got another Nia coming in.
I'm a girl. You know what I mean, and I like to walk on top of cats. That's
I'm just
right,
watching the
cats.
animation.
I like to walk on top of cats. Got a problem with that?
Meh. Thank you,
Meh.
Nishimi Yuki. Using level 3 calm spirit, you should pet the crows. What? That's what he said. So I have a game pitch for you, Sebastian.
All right, let me hear it.
Dead by Daylight spinoff.
Mm-hmm.
Dead by Daylight kart racing.
I am so glad you said that and not Dead by Daylight Battle Royale.
So like Chapper would be able to drop chaps behind his cart. Huntress would be able to throw hatchets. Plague obviously would be able to vomit on other kart racers. Meg would have sprint bursts on her cart. Dwight's cart should look like a locker with wheels.
Oh shit. Yeah. Sorry, I literally ran right into the hillbilly because I have no
Oh,
audio.
so you're the... Oh, right, no audio. You're the magnet this time.
Yeah.
Oh, I see you. I have empathy. So my favorite Survivor... You're probably being chased right now.
Let's go ahead. You can ask me. Oh no! Tried to 360 him. It did not work.
Yeah, I'm really bad at that too. My favorite Survivor perk is Alert and Empathy together.
That's a good combo.
Alert used to be pretty useless.
Yeah, but comboed with Empathy, it's pretty strong.
It is like so OP, it's insane. I can tell you he does not have barbecue, but he does have Tinker.
Yep.
And I 360'd him. Wow, okay.
Nice. You're probably mad at me because I pulled a dead hard.
He's got Tinker, so be careful. Is he stuck?
Cool. I'm just chilling on the.
Oh, he's going back to you. So what perks are you using?
Self-care, adrenaline, iron will, and dead hard.
I find it really hard now to play without Iron Will.
It is. You really need to like that kind of a bit of that stealthy mechanic to slip away from the killer.
Once you put on Iron Will, you can never take it off.
Yeah.
There you go.
Which is tough because I'm super narcissistic and I love hearing myself scream.
Oh, that's right. We haven't even talked about that. You did the voice for Ace in the game.
Yep. I am the screaming voice of
I have so many questions. So, how long did that take to do to record all those screams and grunts?
Ace.
Suggestive grunts, I might add.
Everybody loves my grunts. It took about 2 days.
2 days?
Yeah.
Like,
2 days.
how many hours?
Oh, it's just too many hours. Like my throat was. Well, the thing is, it's 2 days because like after 2 or 3 hours of screaming, like your voice just kills.
I'm a
It's like,
girl.
Hang on.
No one
Nia's
has
singing,
me,
Nia's
and
singing.
I like to walk on top of cats. That's right, cats.
That's right, cats.
I like to walk on top of cats. Got a problem with that?
Meh.
Eh.
I will check out who did that. I can't look right now. I'm sorry, go ahead. What were you saying?
Yeah. So like after like the first day where you just kind of scream for like 2 hours, maybe 3. It's a good half a day. Your voice is just shot, and you can't anymore. So you're just like, okay, well, let's just take it the rest of the day off, and we'll pick it back up tomorrow. Shit.
Wow.
And,
Yeah.
It's wow. It really is really much harder than any audio. I'll try and save the same. Yeah, so like after that,
Go on.
yeah, so like after the first day, I was just like, okay, let's do it again, and literally halfway through the recording of the second day, I pretty much lost my voice.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot of screaming. Like, holy! When they asked me, like, "Hey, Seth, do you wanna do some voice acting?" I was like, "Sure." I've done a little bit here and.
You did not know what you were getting yourself into.
I did not. I was like, because you know, I've done it like once or twice for our games in the past, and usually like it's just reading off. Like I did that as a distraction tactic. Oh, you probably couldn't see that. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so I've done some voice acting once or twice in the past for the games at the company, but usually it's just reading off some like little dialogue lines or like I think the most extensive besides Ace was like for Assault Heroes, in which they have you read off like power abilities, and there's so many power ups in that game, and so, you know, I thought like, oh, okay, you know, we'll just read off some stuff, maybe like scream a little bit, no big deal. But I didn't realize the huge audio bank that's required for just like dying.
Ah!
All the different ways you can
Sorry. Scared me.
Hillbilly will do that.
I was going to ask you, have they ever made anyone go back and record new audio for characters?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He scared me again. Sorry.
It's good. Yeah, there's definitely been a couple of instances where like we've done some recording and they're like, hey, this killer's thing kind of makes you scream like this now, so we need you to scream some more. And it's like, oh.
Wow. So they make you guys. So what's gonna happen like one day when people that have done voices aren't there anymore?
Oh, that's actually has already happened. There was a oh Sam, you died.
I did. It's okay. I die a lot. It's my thing.
What was I gonna say?
People that have left.
Oh yeah. So
The
there's been a couple cases where like somebody left and they were like, well, we can't record them, so who's the closest sounding person? And but like luckily now like our sound engineer is really good at trying to get every single voice occasion possible. And so now that we haven't had that instance again, that's actually what happened is like they had some bass audio and then like the person left and they needed more, so now it's like, okay, now when they record it, we try to get everything.
Right. That's what I was wondering. Like, I was wondering if you guys had to go back and record stuff because like you recently added like when people fall, they'll do like this little scream. So was that all new?
No, that's actually pulled from another, like, because we have, like, when I was recording it, they were like, do a soft scream, do a quick scream, do, like, a scream like someone just kicked you in the shin, do a scream like you just tripped over something, do a scream like...
What's something new you had to record?
Me, personally, nothing, actually. They managed to get it... I think that's why I was 2 days, because they were like, okay, we need to record everything. But by the time I was actually had already had somebody voice the character and left. So luckily, I've never had to do a re-recording.
So can we talk? Can we? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say, but I wouldn't be opposed to it, of course.
Right.
Or voices for more characters.
So can we talk about Ash?
Yeah, of course.
Was it always intended to only have him talk like until the mid-patch, or did you guys get sick of hearing him in the lobby?
Oh no, that was that was just a bit of a bug.
That was a bug.
We were very excited to have Ash talk in our game. He's actually the only character in our game that says words.
I know. Well, besides the plague.
Yeah. And we always had a very strong stance about that because we wanted our game to feel very universal, right? Like anyone could jump in and start playing from no matter what language you spoke. Oh shit! I didn't even see that. Like,
so he has permanent tinkerer for you.
Yeah, I guess. Dole,
was
I'm
I
very
got-
sorry. I just totally left you to die.
So is Ash gonna start talking again in the lobby?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Alright, I was wondering.
Yeah, we. I mean, everyone on the team, including myself, is a huge Loose Cannon fan. Like, I grew up watching the Evil Dead series, and of course, Ash versus the Army of Darkness.
And Ash versus Evil Dead.
Oh yeah. Oh no! Oh no! No! That's what happens when you have no audio. Yeah. And so we're all huge Bruce Campbell fans. The Evil Dead franchise as a whole.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of that of those movies too.
So like that audio issue is, but we know about it. We're for sure going to get it fixed. So do not worry, it is coming back.
Alright. Did he take 2 days to record all his audio?
I don't know. Unfortunately, they didn't record it in the studio with us.
Oh, okay. Alright. I was just curious.
Which is probably a good thing because he probably would have been swarmed by the entire staff, and then nothing would have gotten done that day. All right, now that I'm dead, I guess I can read.
Yeah, we're just watching them.
He has his own player. How's the? I totally left. I should have seen the spectator.
You left the whole game.
Yeah.
We're still watching them.
Yeah. I see the other Nia is wearing the
So
Urban Street Ninja.
Edgar has asked a question, something I've always wondered too, like the Dead by Daylight name. That's very similar to like in the Evil Dead 2 where they all scream Dead by Dawn.
Oh yeah, that's we do pull a lot of inspiration for a lot of things. And,
Yeah.
It's funny that you mention that because that is a joke I used to make too, saying like Dead by Dawn.
Yeah,
And
right.
what was even funnier was our original creative director. His name is Ash. I don't know if you remember Ash before Dave Richards took over as the head.
I'm very curious, like, because you guys came out with like a really cool logo for the game. Like, did they just want to call it that, but they had to name it something?
Not catching the question. Because like we had a cool logo, we wanted a cool name to go with it.
I always wondered, like you have this really cool logo, right? For
Yeah,
Dead
yeah.
by Daylight. Like maybe they just wanted it to be that was the name of the game, but of course you had to call it something. Does that question not make sense?
I think our game is like Prince, where it like the symbol
Yeah,
is the
yeah,
name.
like Prince.
This is the game formerly known as Dead by Daylight.
Right.
Thank you very much.
That's what I always wondered. Like, did they just have to come up with a name, or did they like? No.
Yeah. No, it's. Yeah, I could see that. You know what? That's not far off. I mean,
That's what I always thought.
because I know the name took a long time to like get it hammered out, and like we were batting around like a lot of, well, not me. I mean, the head people were batting
Right,
around a lot
right.
of stuff, and honestly, I can't recall if the logo or the name was first. Like which came first, but the logo is pretty dope, and I believe that was created by our head like UI designer Sarah. She does so much amazing work, like all the perks icons and things like that. Like she did almost all of them, and like so much amazing work. Like you can. She probably won't. She'll probably deny it because she's very modest. But she like single-handedly created that amazing logo in my opinion. Like I remember seeing so many different iterations of it, and the final one is pretty amazing. And you're right, our game could totally just be called like the logo.
Right. Does that icon have a name? Like, is it called anything? The five.
The logo.
the five strike thing. Is there a name for that?
You know what? There might be, but I'm unfortunately I'm probably not the guy to answer it.
You didn't make it into the game. Maybe you can fix your audio now.
Oh shit, you're right. Oh man, I'm sorry. I was in such a nostalgia trip on like the early
That's fine.
developments.
That's fine. Thank
Okay,
you,
yeah,
Queen. Nay, loving Nia's new outfit. Oh, they like Nia's new outfit.
I'm a girl.
Now she's singing.
You know what I mean, and I
She's
like
singing.
to
Alright, I'm gonna
walk
try
on
and see if I
top
can
of
fix that.
cats. That's right, cats.
That's right, cats.
I like to walk on top of cats. You got a problem with that?
Meh.
Meh.
Oh my god. Thank you, Queen Nay. I think I missed one. Storm Chow. Love your vids. You're going to play Quentin today. Someone wants me to play. Storm wants me to play Quentin. I can do that. I like playing as Quentin. Let me switch over. My favorites are Quentin, Nia, and Ash.
Those are good choices. Those are pretty solid. I'm a narcissist, so Ace, of course, is my favorite.
He's too tall. He's too tall. Although he hides pretty well.
He
Like
does.
when he's
with the tuxedo.
yeah, when he crouches, he looks like a rock. So I like that.
I really enjoy David, but mostly because I also did his lobby animation, like the little nose wipe.
Oh, that's cool.
And
Do you guys ever have like trouble coming out with something for them to do in the lobby?
honestly, yes. Like, so we have a pretty cool staff who write like backstories and lore, but before that, when we were still a smaller team and we were just had to like make characters, stuff like that. We would quite often start animating characters before like the full conceptual idea was done, and so we would try and get a beat on the personality, and we'd look at the designs and be like, okay, maybe they act like this, and then it'd be, we'd present it to the head creatives. They'd be like, no, that's not, his character wouldn't do that, and it's like, oh, okay, so we'll try again, and so like it's definitely like a lot of back and forth. Which is good. You always want your ideas to be presented from different perspectives and stuff like that, because that's how the best idea rises to the top. And but doing those lobby animations can be like now it's gotten better because we expanded our staff, and we have like a really kick-ass creative department now who write just amazing lore and backstory. And so by the time like it comes to us in the animation department, the character's fully fleshed out, and like we know exactly what to do and what to animate. So it's gotten easier, but like in the early days, it was kind of like, what do they do? It's like Meg's into sports, and it's like, okay.
Pro game, we need you to hit ready. We can't start the game without you hitting ready. Thank you,
Ready
Pro
up?
game. Sorry,
Well,
you
really
didn't.
a pro
Sorry, you
gamer,
didn't
but
get
not
it.
hitting ready. I mean, come on, what a noob.
I'm trying to see if anyone's asking you anything in the comments. I guess you can look at the comments during this
Yeah,
one.
that's true. Okay, all right, that's what I'm gonna do. While you guys are jamming it, I'm gonna be reading the comments, and you know what? I can't get my audio going, so
That
I think this
sucks
is gonna
about the
be-
audio.
oh, it's okay. It's just gonna be an evening of you having to carry me. So I apologize in advance for your back. It's really gonna hurt.
Oh my god. Someone wants you to do the Ace voice.
So you want me to scream?
Maybe doing like
pretty-
the low screams, like when he gets hit or something. Or grunts.
Alright, a grunt? Okay, I can do a grunt like let me think. Like the oh, I remember one that's like, hey, do a grunt like you're having a tough time opening the chest. So it was like
That's him. You're hired.
yes, got the job. So Ace, do a suggested grunt.
Do a suggestive grunt.
I just did one.
They're all suggestive, if you ask me.
They're all suggestive.
if you listen to that game with just the grunt, be very
That's all
awkward.
you need. You know, I'm just waiting the day where I meet somebody and they've turned those grunts into like their text notifiers.
Maybe. Someone's asking about the moonwalk. Was that on purpose, or is that like a glitchy kind of thing?
That's kind of a glitchy thing, and it's one of those things that was kind of like, that's a weird glitch, but we kind of like it, so
Really?
maybe we. Well, I mean, like not like. I mean, of course, like we want our game to be polished and beautiful and all that stuff too. But there's also like so many other things we have to do in a day. Like because there's only 24 hours in a day, right? So
Right.
sometimes you have to make priorities on like what's more important, like a weird exploit in which you can moonwalk, or the survivors floating off someone's shoulder.
Okay. Something I
So-
gotta know. Something I gotta know. I have a theory that 360 is an exploit.
I think it's more of a byproduct of kind of like the initial design of how like our game is very reactionary, right? Like though we have really great animations, we always had the focus of gameplay being the forefront runner of the entire experience. Like it's like gameplay, atmosphere, and then like art. And we really wanted the gameplay to be super responsive for the players, because this is a asymmetrical horror game where you're playing, 4 out of 5 times as a survivor who can't do anything against this inevitable force of nature that is the slasher.
Right.
So we didn't want to ever create a sensation for the survivor that like would feel like frustrating, or like the game was playing against them and that's why they were always losing. So we wanted to make sure that every action you took had a very had good response time, but also had some sort of weight in it. That's why sometimes interactions can be quite slow, or you get locked into them because you're making a very important choice to say like, I'm doing this interaction. But we wanted the motion in general to feel good and responsive. So the 360 thing is kind of like just a byproduct of that responsive locomotion. Though it's like, of course, like when you watch some really high-level gamers, it can kind of feel like an exploit or a bug. But I don't know. Like when I generally play, maybe because I'm just terrible bad, I don't see the 360. Like, of course, like I said though, like when you watch high-level Twitch players, just general high-level players, of course
Shit.
Did you just smooth?
I just made a boo-boo. I thought he left.
Good Burger versus Mondo Burger. Which one looks better?
He's back.
Well,
Why does every Leatherface camp?
I don't know. To answer that question, Troy, I would say Good Burger is home of the good burgers, so may I take your order?
Oh god.
Hate how you always get stuck on something when running. I feel ya. That can be tricky. My advice to you is don't get stuck.
Survivors or killers?
Probably both.
Because like when I'm chasing survivors, they don't get stuck on anything. They hug everything.
What, survivors?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because like survivors kind of like so like they kind of like the core design, right, is that like the environment is kind of more or less like so the only way a survivor, right, can defend himself against the killer, because again you can't do anything against him more than just
Right.
than
Outlets.
yeah, power or
Or stabbing.
So
Don't forget
right.
stabbing.
oh yeah, decisive strike, yes. But but I'm glad you mentioned powers. That's the thing. The thing about survivor is the reason why they feel like they're really stuck is because the environment is actually the survivor's tool. It's kind of their weapon against the killer. So, like, we made sure that, like, as a survivor, it'd be really difficult to be stuck in the environment. You should always feel like you can move through it freely.
Okay, so
The
you play killer a lot. So
Yes.
So what do you think about like people that are really good at looping?
It's annoying, but you know, you just have to be mindful of those areas and manage your time. So if someone's pulling you through a loop, then I would recommend like just disengaging and
Give it up.
start pulling after them. Yeah, like I mean, like because they're like we've removed a lot of the infinite loops now, but there are moments where it's like, well, you know, I know there's still like 2 survivors over there, and they're working on that gen, and this guy's just kind of talking to me, so I'm just gonna leave him. My particularly for me, my tactic is to do the bait and switch. So I'll leave him to go after his friend, in which he'll try to block me, in which I'll just quickly whip around and smack him anyways. the old bait and switch. Let's see. Check out some of these questions.
Oh, I found his hex finally.
The Rick says, "Talk to the Rick." Hello, Rick. I am talking directly to you.
Alright, maybe I can get his hex. Oh, Meg's bringing him to me. Thank you, Meg.
That was very kind of you, Meg. Oh, at least he was running away.
Now Meg's dead. Or, well, she's
Will
not
there
dead.
be a way to kill the killer? David Elcon asks.
Oh no!
Oh,
Dad!
run! What are you doing? Run! Run!
I was gonna try to get it!
You're a mad lad. To answer that question, no. The killers are the harbingers for the entity, and they are just an unstoppable force. Never killed by survivors.
My controller just disconnected.
I thought you were just doing the most epic 360 ever. As if he's going through a 360 no scope.
That looked crazy. I gotta get a new USB cord.
Can we get a shirtless Myers skin? I think that already exists on Rule 30.
They asked for that a lot.
Yeah, I know. I see it all the time on the web. And yeah.
Oh.
Right. If the entity is displeased because of no kill, why doesn't the entity just help the killer? Because because of that is though the killers are somewhat the harbingers. It's funny, I should not be answering lore questions. It's not my department, but I do enjoy the lore. But the entity, I mean, it is a being that feeds off anguish, and not just the survivors' anguish, but also the killers. So you might be displeased, but it's
The entity.
entity. But yeah. So, also too, if the entity helped, it wouldn't be much of a game, would it? If the
Right.
godlike being just came in and smited the other 4 survivors.
But the-
Gamer says Ace is cool, in which I would state that opinion is objectively
Solid.
correct.
Accurate. Ah! Oh, he ate that. Hope it tasted good. And then I just jumped right in front of him. But he didn't see me. Okay. So, you know what about playing killer? I remember, like, in the early days, like, the killer could actually look down and see their feet.
Yes.
Why can't they see their feet anymore?
Because feet displeases the entity.
Was it because we were, like, looking into lockers by swinging our weapon at it?
Yeah, that did come about because people were exploiting like Z clipping with the camera, so we had to do some readjustments on that.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the byproduct was no more feet for anyone.
Aww. I always like looking at Wraith's feet. Cause that's who I played when I first started, was Wraith.
Like looking at his little toes.
Yeah. And I used to always use Insidious. And and you know what? I used to always I thought hitting people on the hook would make them die faster. And so I would just sit there.
A lot of people thought that actually. You weren't the only one.
I would just sit there and whack them to death.
Yeah, there was a lot of people on the Reddit I remember that were like creating forum posts about that, saying like, how come when I keep hitting him he's not dying any faster? And it's like, that's not the actual mechanic.
I don't know why. It just feels like that should work. I don't know why. But I learned quickly that's not the case. So, but
yeah.
I remember
Probably because like video games have like taught us like just keep beating on
right.
something.
So when I first started playing this game, I played Killer and I played Wraith, and I would sit there and just beat people on the hook, and I would use Insidious to camp and all that fun stuff. And I was told I was the most annoying killer ever by someone.
It's because like Insidious kind of like it's a good perk, but people would use it to like camping and all that.
Oh yeah, I would hook them and then I would go hide behind a tree. Because I didn't know what else to do in the beginning, you know.
Yeah. So I see in the chat that somebody was asking to, what was it? Hold on. Sorry, I gotta alt tab into your chat real quick. Please play Dead by Daylight with me. Someone slide that right shoes. Oh, never mind. I thought I saw something else in the chat that I wanted to answer, but I guess I missed the thing.
Someone keeps going in and out of a locker in the basement. So we've got 2 gens on.
So someone asks, Ace/Sebastian, is Dead by Daylight's running out of killer ideas? Nope, we are not. Actually, we have. You know, the funny thing is, it's a lot. At least in my opinion, it's a lot easier to come up with killers than it is
Survivors.
Survivors, right? Because
Well, I would
killers,
think-
I mean,
Perks are the hardest.
oh, for sure, they're for sure the hardest. But like cool killer powers, or because I mean. So, like, I have to say that the best, in my humble opinion, the best thing about Dead by Daylight is we never cornered ourselves. Like, we are this genre style of killers. We were always like, nope, we're gonna pull from everything. We're gonna look towards, like, you know, old mythos, old stories, you know, pull from like modern slashers if we need to, or modern killers, or even just, you know, like Freddy and Leatherface, just get licenses for our modern killers.
Well, I didn't know if we could talk about that, but I was wondering if there was ever going to be a time where you're just going to be like, that's it, that's where we're reached our killer limit. That's. I was wondering if that was ever going to be the case. But you're saying like you guys got like tons of ideas.
Oh, too many ideas. We have a huge we have a secret tome in the office in which everyone's allowed to just write in ideas, and currently it's just pages and pages and pages of killer ideas.
Wow. Okay. I know you guys like shut down like the thing. They said that in a Twitch stream, like
John Carpenter's The Thing.
or a shape-shifting killer because of Survive with Friends. They would know.
Yeah, it's just because like it's be one of those powers that could like get you one time, but then after that it's like there's no more surprise to it.
Okay, so I played.
Okay, I'm ready this time.
I played
I'm
as Quentin. Are you happy?
Actually, before we start the next game, is it okay if I refreshen my drink real quick?
Yes, please.
Okay, I'll be right back.
I will look at the chats. How are you guys doing? Sydney Prescott. Unfortunately, we can't talk about any of that kind of stuff that has not been officially announced. He can't talk about anything like that. Only stuff that has been announced already. Dino, my night's going alright. How about you? Hello, Fire Nation. Get the hell out, Frank. Thank you, Troy.
Okay, so I came back with my refreshments, and Sam,
Yes.
in celebration of you so kindly inviting me to be on your stream, I actually came bearing gifts for people.
Really?
For people in your stream, yes. So, just a quick show of hands in the chat. Everybody type 1 if you don't own a copy of Dead by Daylight and wish to own a copy of Dead by Daylight, because I have with me three codes for Dead by Daylight.
Wow.
Okay, I see some ones.
You're gonna see a lot of ones.
Okay. Okay, whoa, that's a lot of ones. Holy cow.
I actually have a
Okay.
thing that can pick one, but if you want to just
Okay,
randomly...
yeah. Let's do your thing, because I was gonna just like drop the code in the chat, but
You
I
didn't
see that
tell
was a
me.
mistake.
You didn't tell me you were gonna do this.
I thought it'd be a fun surprise.
I had no idea. Okay. Oh my god, okay. Hang on, I gotta set it up first, though. Unless you just want to randomly grab one.
Sam, since this is your Twitch stream and you're the host, I'll let you randomly pick one.
Oh god. Thanks.
No problem. I'm just gonna take this ball and toss it in your corner. Enjoy.
Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. What do you want to call? Give me a keyword for it.
A keyword?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do the crapper.
Let's just go crapper.
Crapper. Okay.
Crapper is the keyword. Don't type it more than 2 times. Supporters get 10 times more likely. Regulars 10 times as well. We'll let them type crapper for a while here. Ignore the 404. This is good old Nightbot. Look at Crapper go. So when is Crapper coming to the game, by the way?
April 1st, 2020.
I can't wait. Alright, let's roll the first one. Here we go. We're gonna roll it. Meme Planet.
There we go.
Now, how are you gonna contact me?
So, Meme Planet. Ooh, this is gonna be tricky. I should have set up like an email or something. Can you message Meme Planet directly? Or should I?
It looks like I can go to his profile, so... Oh, look.
Probably should do it live on the channel, though. Live on your stream. Here, so you know this we'll do. Let's pick 3 people now, and then after the stream, we'll send out the codes.
Well, we could do it like during the show, like another one later, maybe, because we'll just change the keyword.
Okay. Well, yeah. That's a good idea.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and write down that.
I have his name. I have his YouTube page open still. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Save that for later, and then we have 2 more codes to give out.
Wow. Well, thank you. Also,
No
thank
problem,
you
man.
for coming on the show. Hopefully, we can have you back sometime.
Oh, I would love to come back.
All right.
I'm having a good time.
But your audio is still not working.
No, but that, like I said, you can just carry me.
I needed you to carry me, but okay. I'm gonna create a Survivor Friends. You ready?
I'm ready. I'm pumped.
It's open.
I'm in.
Okay.
Oh, also too, the game is the deluxe edition, so it also comes with the soundtrack.
Nice.
I honestly did not expect the flood of ones.
Yeah.
I guess I should have known better.
I have to give away DLC, and I use my little Nightbot thing to do that.
Ooh, I see someone says, Sebastian, if Susie hates killing, why is she a killer? Well, I mean, Stockholm Syndrome is a thing, right?
A ding ding ding.
Right, like, yeah, she's doing what Frank says, right?
Yeah. Love, and, you know...
She
as
loves
the
him,
old-
right?
Exactly, and as the old saying goes, love makes you do crazy things.
What I want to know is, why does Spirit kill?
Because she's angry.
But why is she angry at survivors?
I think she's just angry in general, right? Like the entity just scooped her up and, you know, used her rage as a catalyst to turn her into a murdering machine.
Gotcha. Okay. They're still typing crapper.
The rest of the game will just-
That's over. What? Where he's got 2 more to give away. Awkward silence.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was taking a swig.
He's giving away codes for the game on Steam, I assume.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I guess I
You
should
forgot to
clarify.
say that.
Yes. I'm sorry. So this is the Steam edition. So if you don't have a PC, I'm very sorry.
He's very sorry. Alright, it's always like a question if I'm gonna be able to move or not when the game starts.
Why don't you play with a keyboard and mouse?
Me?
Yeah.
I told you, I come from consoles. Like, I only started playing PC gaming about right when this game came out. I got
snap.
a nice gaming laptop, and I downloaded Steam, and I think this game came out pretty soon after I started. Like, the first game I played, I think, was this game, and I haven't stopped since.
It is pretty addicting. Well, I'm very flattered that you enjoy the game so much.
It was like, this game is like so right up my alley, because I love games like Silent Hill and Resident Evil where you are kind of it's survival horror, I guess, but you're like, you can't just dominate the killer or dominate the game, you know? You have to be stealthy and stuff.
Yep.
See, I think that's what I don't like about Friday the 13th is, like, you can beat up Jason and everything. Even though he's pretty powerful.
Yeah, it does kind of lose that feeling of terror when you can fight back and start creating attachments for it.
Yeah.
And sorry, my cat is behind me. Okay, so hey, he's coming to save me.
I'm trying. I was trying.
I
She's
literally
still
have
here.
All of you. It's funny because all 3 of you are around.
She will not leave. You husband now.
Just so. It's fine. I like tall ladies.
Your husband now. Oh, wow.
Ooh, nice for the flashlight save.
Well,
make it.
we still can't take you off the hook.
You know, honestly, I think I'm a lost cause. I think you better.
I think you're safer on the hook.
Oh!
Run!
Boy, this sure would be better if I could hear the heartbeats.
And you can't fix that?
Nah, but it's alright. It's alright. But I've
She sure likes to babysit. Oh, I think she may have seen me. Your wife now.
is she still by the hook?
No, she finally left. I got her. I got her.
Okay.
Are you up? Are you being chased or are you up in the building?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. Is that you?
Nope.
Oh. I see you. Okay, I see.
I guess I can keep talking because I don't have any audio change anyway, so there's nothing for me to listen for.
Like, you're gonna miss anything.
That's right. Ah, damn. I still missed my skill check. But yeah, no, it's Ah, you know, this Huntress is wearing the winter veil still. That's really awesome.
I don't think I could play this game without sound. I depend on sound so much.
This game is a very audio-heavy game. Like,
Yeah.
for sure.
Especially for killer, like. So I have a question for killer about killers. So like when you start chasing someone, and that chase music like really starts pumping.
Mm-hmm.
Is that on purpose so it gives the survivors like a little break so they can killer can't really hear them?
It's actually more of an indicator for them to let them know that like they're looking at a survivor at that moment and like a chase has been engaged. It's just to help like heighten the mood and the atmosphere.
But it's so loud. Like you can't hear anything but that.
Yeah, I mean, you could, yeah.
We're all trying to
point.
save you.
Very oh, no! I'm a lost cause.
You were safer on the hook, I think. Ah! You husband now. Oh, you're dead.
Remember me! In the arms of an and now
I'm teabagging.
Why?
See, I was so new to like PC gaming, I didn't even know what teabagging was.
Damn.
So
Man,
I just,
you can consider yourself lucky then, because that's like because I started. I would say I started really hardcore PC gaming when like Counter-Strike 1.6 came out. Just before Valve released Steam, and man, that's fucking all people would do all day is just headshot you and teabag you.
so I just called it butt dancing because that's what it looked like to me. And everyone's like, "No, that's teabagging." And also, I thought like camping and tunneling was all like for Dead by Daylight only.
Nope. That's many,
But I
many
learned
games.
that's in almost every game. So, well, on multiplayer game.
Cracking Cody says teabagging is not a PC thing. I would agree with you, actually. I would say it is a gaming thing, but there are particular games that are notorious for it, and I would say in the early heydays of gaming, PC was definitely the forefront for multiplayer games, like way before console games. Like, I'm speaking, of course, over the internet. I mean, obviously, the original Super Nintendo and all that had, I mean, even the original Nintendo had multiplayer. But
Yeah, Mario
when you
Kart.
have a certain, oh yeah, like with Mario Kart. But when you play on the internet and you have a certain anonymity to it, it kind of naturally leads to players being, being a bit dickish, letting off a bit of steam. So I would say you're right. It is not an exclusively a PC thing, but I would say it probably started with early PC games that had their first access to the internet.
She is looping that Huntress like crazy.
Yep. Alright, let's also read through the chat. Butt dancing in progress. How about this one guy? Do you think being in the entity's hold would be better or worse than hell? Good question. I think it'd be kind of more or less the same, really, right? Because hell's supposed to be internal torturement, and being in the entity's grasp is being doomed to being a part of a never-ending game of like cat and mouse. Where
Yeah, because isn't it like nobody wants to be there really, like even the killers?
Oh yeah. Nobody wants to be there. The killer is or the killer. The entity is
Forcing everyone.
Yeah.
But the entity is kind of like killer-sided in a way, right?
Well, yeah, because they need someone to instigate the suffering, right? So like somebody has to, it's kind of like a dirty job, but someone's got to do it.
Oh shit! I just ran right in front of the Huntress. My husband now.
Does this game for maturity? Yeah, I would say so. It's a game about murder, where like one of the murderers may literally like bite your throat out and eat your entrails. So
I tried to
say
do
yes.
that. Oh,
good try.
flashlight. Didn't work. Oh.
No, he's dead. Just look for that.
Well, this is my first hook. See, wearing those colors, I'm really surprised. I want to eat her hair. Is that?
Because it looks like cotton
It
candy.
looks like it looks yummy.
Oh, so Cracking Cody says, some history for it. Teabagging originated in television, not gaming, in 1998. It spread to gaming but became popular in Halo 2, released by both console and PC. Definitely not a PC thing. But Counter-Strike is before Halo 2, so I'm not sure that's but an interesting fact for it all the same, so thank you for that.
Oh shit! I just walked into a wall. I have no way to heal myself. That's her first hook too. I know where the hatch is, but
I think they're just going to give it to you because it looks like they're trying to escape. Yeah, I think they're just committing suicide.
oh,
Yeah.
they're dead.
Let's get to that hatch.
I'm at it, but I don't know if I. She may know where it is too.
It's a race against time.
Oh my god. She doesn't know where it is. Yeah!
Good job, Sam.
I like to walk on cats. Oh my god. But that was kind of a new killer. She's was ranked 19.
That's cool.
I
I'm a
could
rank
cut-
20 survivor.
I could kind of feel that she seemed new because she didn't throw a lot of hatchets.
Pro hatch plays. Alright, I'm out. Do you have any specific game plans for the future? For like Dead by Daylight? Keep trying to make the game better. Can't say more than that.
Hang on a sec, I need to... Uh-oh. That's not good.
Has Ace seen your parody videos? Yes, I have, and I love them all. I have told Sam this in private, but I'll just mention to your chat. I've actually been a fan of Sam's work since before I was even an animator. Your animations, in my opinion, Sam, are just hysterical classics of way back in the days of you know, the heydays of Newgrounds.
Okay, sorry. My computer's acting weird right now.
Oh,
I
it's all
think,
good.
oh, Steam just crashed, that's what it was.
Oh no!
Something's crashing.
What's your favorite killer, Ace? Oh, sorry. What's your favorite killer and survivor, Ace? Well, I mean, favorite survivor. I mean, isn't obvious. It's obviously I love Ace. As for killer, I would definitely say it's probably a toss-up right now between Plague or the Spirit. But I still have a soft spot in my heart for Myers. He was like my original fave.
So you really like Myers? That was a big deal when he came out.
Yeah, I mean, he was our first licensed killer.
Yeah, I remember that trailer. That trailer was awesome. That you guys did.
It was so kick-ass.
Do you want to do another giveaway? What's the keyword?
Oh, yeah.
Myers?
Yeah, let's say Myers.
Myers, guys, type it in. Don't type it in more than twice, though. I think my computer's okay now. I think Steam crashed or something.
I was about to read a question, but then the chat like ended with Myers and the question vanished.
We have
I'm very
600
sorry.
people watching right now. FX Man 907 Sam have. Oh god, I can't read it. Have all my babies. George, Lincoln, and Hamilton. He gave me $20. Wow, thank you, FX Man.
Everybody in the chat follow FX Man's example and give Sam $20. Ace commands it.
Nia should be along to sing here in a second. For you, while everyone types in Myers.
I'm a girl.
There she goes.
You know what I mean, and I like to walk on top of cats. That's right, cats. I like to walk on top of cats. You got a problem with that? Meh.
Thank you, FX Man. Alright, I think we can roll it now and see who the winner is. The winner be SGG Deadpool.
Ooh,
Congrats. I just
Congrats.
opened you up. So I got ya. He said meh.
Meh. Does he not want the code?
No, it's Nia. Meh.
Oh, okay.
Meh.
Gotcha.
So that's right. Like you sorry, like I was having a panic attack when you were saying this because my computer was acting up. Yeah, when we started talking, you said you were already like knew me, which kind of blew me away because I was like a fan of what you were doing, and you said you were a fan of what I'd been doing. So that was pretty awesome.
Yeah. Like when I saw you doing your stuff and you messaged me, I was like, oh my god! Like I love this guy's work. Like holy cow!
That's pretty cool. I was surprised too, cause like man, you saw some of like the early stuff.
Yep.
All right, I need to open.
Well,
the game.
you know, honestly, I would say it's probably because of Newgrounds that I wanted to become an animator. Like, I was always so enthralled with like all the amazing stuff being. I mean, of course, some of the stuff is not all of it was amazing, but there was always tons of interesting things happening.
Did you ever make anything for Newgrounds?
I did, but I never submitted anything because I was too self-conscious as an artist, and
I was too. Like I remember, like the first thing I submitted, in the first negative review, I cried. But I was so little.
Sam.
I was so little.
Oh,
I
man,
took it
that's
so
sad.
personally.
Aw.
But from Newgrounds, I learned how to take criticism. So
That's good then.
That's
you,
good.
You got like a little bit of a thicker skin.
yeah. Okay, I'm gonna
Nice.
do another Survivor Frenzy. Ready?
I am ready.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, Newgrounds helped me get a thicker skin and be able to deal with criticism and critique, and to know what the difference is, you know, because some is just downright just people being ugly and mean,
Yeah.
and then there's some people that actually give you like some constructive
Some general feedback.
information that will actually help you, you know, and I try to learn from that kind of stuff, and I try to filter out those stuff that they just wouldn't like just bash you
Yep.
and make you feel bad.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people do that with this game, but they probably do that with every game, but like I see a lot of negativity toward this game. But you guys handle it so well, you know, you just
Well, we try to take it as like it's someone like
very
So-
passionate.
yeah, exactly. Like, you know, like the worst thing that could happen is nobody says anything, and then also nobody plays, because it's like, wow, it's so garbage that like nobody can even bother to make a comment.
Yeah,
So
you're
when someone-
absolutely right.
So if someone makes like a negative comment, we take it like, well, they must have liked it because, you know, like, because sometimes we like get the comment, because sometimes some of the comments are, especially on the Steam page, are so intense
Oh yeah.
that we'll actually go into the profile and say, how much did this guy really play? And like when we see like 500 hours ago, oh, this guy really likes the game and he's really pissed about something. So let's, you
So
know, let's
you
handle this.
invoked emotion from him.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, let's see what he's complaining about and see like, you know, if we can actually address it, because
Wow.
well, I mean, because clearly, I mean, if it's like, I mean, if someone played like you know, like 1 minute of playtime and said, oh, your game sucks, and it's like, well, I'm sorry you didn't like it. You know, you have 1 minute, so you could always go do the Steam refund.
Right?
But if you know, if they have 500 hours and say, oh, you know, the game balance, blah, you know, like a huge list of things, I go, oh, well, you know, you clearly have a lot of hours in the game, so let's hear your honest criticism.
You
So
know
we-
what? I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, it's okay.
A lot of people think that you guys don't listen, but it's really
No.
so. It's very interesting to hear that you guys actually were doing that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like we oh, it's a plague, by the way. Yeah, we still do it even kind of like
Wow.
to this day. Like if somebody's on the like we'll jump on like the Reddit. I mean, of course we always take a grain of salt with it all, but
Yeah.
like to this day, like I still jump on the Steam or the Steam forums or the Reddit forums and you know, go through them, and if I see someone saying like, hey, this animation acts weird and it really made me mad, and I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'll fix that. And
How much complaining about DS was there when that perk was released?
not as much as you might think, because I mean, you have to remember our game is asymmetrical, right? So
Right.
The survivors kind of do I mean, of course there are players like us who jump back and forth between survivor and killers, but there are a lot of players who pretty much just play survivor. So when it came out, a lot of survivors were like, yay! And of course there were a lot of crazy killer mains that were like, what the fuck?
Well, it did seem very unfair to, like, when you're up against a really good survivor who can really loop you for a long time, and then you finally catch them, for them just to stab you, and it starts all over again. It's like, what? You know, it's just really, it was really frustrating, you know. And then
Oh yeah, no, I totally understand, and even as a killer main, of course it was. Hey, I have this Meg following me. Hey Meg, what's up? They're totally following me, and that's a big mistake because I have no heartbeat. So
Don't
like,
follow him.
Yeah, don't follow me. I literally hear nothing. So
I was gonna ask you something.
fuck! No, the killer's right there. What's my gun?
You killed them.
No, the Meg stopped following me, thank God. But I've doomed myself. No. Oh.
You've been vomited on.
Oh no.
We've been seeing a lot of Plague lately. Like, we didn't see her at first, but like the last couple of streams.
Yeah. She's one.
She's made a comeback.
Well, I mean, she's pretty powerful in my opinion.
Yeah, I played her like non-stop when she first came out.
Give her the old slip.
The old ace slip.
Oh god, I'm sorry, I totally lost my train of thought of whatever I was saying.
We were talking about DS and catching them and getting stabbed.
Yeah,
Something like that.
Yeah, that's right. So
No barbecue.
So yeah, so it's let's see if I can go for the rescue. Oh no, that was a big mistake. So
And then came along pallet vacuum, and then I quit. I quit Keller. That's when
the
I
pallet
quit.
vacuum's gone though. We removed that one.
Yes, but it was in the game for like half a year, and when combined with DS, I literally quit playing Killer, and this was all Survivor.
Yeah, it was a little tough. And that was a tricky bug to hammer out for sure, because it had much wider implications than just like it was more than just tweaking some numbers basically. So like I'm super glad we got rid of it now.
Oh god, yeah.
Definitely, it was a tricky thing for sure. So.
Are you
So
still?
trust
Yeah,
me,
you.
we read all the comments on the forums and we're like, oof, yeah, people are not happy, so we need to solve this. And we had a lot of people working on it for a while to try and address these issues. There were just so many things kind of like tied together, like so many interactions. I mean, why do I keep running directly into the killer?
Because you can't hear.
Yeah, it's true, I can't. Probably fix that audio.
Yeah.
That's okay. Next stream. Next time we do this,
Aw.
I'll make sure. They're still chasing me. Well, it's my own fault. At least they're chasing me though, not you guys.
Yeah, I
You
see
guys keep
you.
working on gens. Yeah, keep working on gens. I'll.
Well, my gen has vomit on it, so I can't work on it.
Oop, and I'm down.
Okay, now the vomit's gone.
On the thing. Yeah, so like now that we removed it, it's I think the game is much better for it.
I honestly think DS is better because it makes more sense now.
Yeah, I agree too.
And pallets make more sense now too because before the pallet vacuum, you could actually drop a pallet and be on the wrong side of it,
Yeah.
which
yeah,
was a
that-
huge problem.
Yeah, that's true. That was a pretty bad glitch.
So that's gone now, I think, for the most part, right?
Yeah. Yeah. We've solved a lot of that stuff now. So, and we're always striving to make our game play better and just feel better and just all around be more fun.
And when does the Switch version come out? It's like in the fall?
I don't have an official number for that, so I don't want to like just say something.
I think it's like
factually
fall.
wrong. Yeah, I think that's about. This plague is just out to get me.
She is. I'm watching all of it.
She
Someone keeps unhooking you like right when you're hooked too.
It's fine. I'm not blaming them. I'm blaming me and my
Okay.
my lack of skills.
And your audio is gone. No audio. That's your third hook or
that's it for me,
second?
folks.
Yeah. He's dead again.
Womp womp.
Oh, you're gonna make the generator sick.
Well, at least you guys got to do the almost all the gens. So
And now you can read the comments.
yes, now I can read the comments. So let's see what the comments are saying.
She hasn't even.
It was just.
I was just gonna say she hasn't even seen me, but usually when I say that, I jinx myself.
And now you've jinxed yourself.
And I'm like bright neon.
Imagine a killer that can smash through walls, like the Kool-Aid Man. Oh yeah!
So I suggested to you about a killer that can teleport via lockers.
Ooh yeah. Yeah,
Like-
that'd be pretty rad.
I was hoping for like one that could do that. Like maybe they could go into the locker and like you know how the hag can teleport?
Yeah.
So it'd be like that, so you could just like point at a locker and jump to it, or like the nearest one and just keep jumping until you find some survivors, and then you would just jump out and there'd be like a little delay, I guess.
That would be good. That sounds like a you know what? It's a super fun idea, but the only issue is you then start to force level design to make sure lockers are in strategic places, because if your power is tied to the environment like that, you could run into issues where it's like, well, there's no lockers in any good spots, so now like I have no utility to my power.
Well, you guys kind of had to update lockers when you released the Huntress, because that was one of her biggest problems early on, was she didn't have enough lockers to get her
That's true.
hatchets.
That's true. That's true. And we learned from that mistake.
So I mean, you've kind of got lockers everywhere.